The driver who hurt you had no insurance or nowhere near enough, and your own coverage limit looks too small to cover what you've been through. Here's some good news that surprises a lot of people. Alabama lets you stack your uninsured motorist coverage. Many states forbid it. Alabama doesn't. That means you may be able to add coverage limits together, turning several small policies or vehicles into one much larger pool of protection. Stacking is exactly what it sounds like. Combining separate uninsured or underinsured motorist limits so they add up instead of you being stuck with just one. It's the coverage that steps in when the at-fault driver has no insurance, or has some but not enough to cover your injuries. Instead of being capped at a single policy's limit, stacking lets you reach into more than one source at once. There are two ways it works here. Within a single policy, you can generally stack the coverage across up to 3 vehicles insured on it, so a household with several cars on one policy multiplies its protection. And across separate policies, Alabama places no cap at all. Several individual policies can each contribute their coverage to the same claim. Both paths can dramatically increase the money actually available to you. A couple of details shape it. This coverage has to be offered in every Alabama auto policy, and it applies unless you specifically rejected it in writing. So many people have it without realizing. And know its limits. Alabama's uninsured motorist coverage is for bodily injury, your medical bills and related harm, not for repairing your car. So it's your injuries, not your fender, that this protection is built to cover. One important caveat: this is general legal information, not legal advice. And stacking can get genuinely complicated, which policies apply, how the limits combine, whether a rejection was valid. If you were hurt by an uninsured or underinsured driver, see a licensed attorney before you accept any single insurer's offer, because the difference between one policy and several stacked together can be enormous, and it's easy to leave real money on the table. So, Alabama lets you stack uninsured motorist coverage when many states won't. You can combine up to 3 vehicles on one policy, and unlimited separate policies across the board. It's built into your policy unless you rejected it in writing. And it covers bodily injury, not your car. Before you settle, find every layer. Everything I mentioned is linked below, including the full written guide with sources. This is new lore for the Vance Law Firm Injury Lawyers.